perfect counter move for Joseph Biden.
You know, one of the amazing things, too, was that they were able to keep it as quiet as they did. That's phenomenal with something that would be that big of a news. So, you know, again, you saw some of these names of other candidates trotted out a few days before, and it looked like it might be getting down to one of those, but they'd obviously been thinking about this for a long time. John McCain, I don't think, made his final decision until toward the very end, but he'd been thinking about this. I guess he had talked with her initially back in February, and then had been thinking it through for a long time, and it seems to have worked pretty well. I saw one poll that showed that more people felt that she was the right pick for John McCain than felt that Biden was the right pick for Obama. So I think she does add something to his ticket.
Can you bring us up to date, Steve, on what's happening with the First Century suit?
Yeah, it's actually the Second Century.
Second Century.
Moved on from the first, well, the second. Actually, the Supreme Court is going to hear our case, I believe it's October 23rd, and the facts again on that are when the East Chicago riverboat deal was cut with a 0.75%, which is several $1 million now, going to this private company, and when we've tried to find out if it's actually going for economic development in the city of East Chicago, when you drive through East Chicago, you wonder where all these millions are that were for that purpose. They haven't been willing to show the taxpayers where that money's gone. You know, they've argued they're a private company. They get the money from the boat, which is a price run by a private company, so the public doesn't have any right to know what's going on. But that's the way the riverboat was pitched, that it would be good for economic development in the community. So if you don't know where these millions of dollars, it's about $16 million are going. We don't know if the public trust was fulfilled or violated, and that's all we're asking for is a public accounting. It's a novel legal theory. We tried it in the trial court. They didn't rule in our favor. We went to the Court of Appeals. They didn't rule in our favor, but we went to the Supreme Court, and they said, yeah, we're going to take our own fresh look at that. We're going to abandon those decisions at the lower levels, and we want to hear it. So I think we've got an oral argument set for the latter part of October.
Are there any guidelines, Steve, for, let's take it away from Second Century and just put it on any city, USA, or any city in the state of Indiana that has a gambling boat? Shouldn't all these cities be making that money where the money is being spent? I mean, shouldn't there be a big, gigantic paper trail? Almost to me, it should be like on a billboard somewhere. I don't know if it should be quarterly or annually, but I really, truly believe that this stuff should be posted, because I never see this in a newspaper where the city of Gary is spending all their money that they're getting from the gambling boat. Shouldn't that be public? What's the difference?
Absolutely. It should all be public, because remember, in Indiana, gambling was illegal until several years ago, and it's still illegal unless it's licensed or sanctioned by